Hi guys, this is Cindy and
Robert, woo!
with Pups and Crochet.
And no, we're not trying to pick up FM or AM.
No, we are not. We are here to do our 100th Day of Halloween, number 12. And yes, I am behind and we will be catching those up, so you might be seeing a few of them today.
And I think if you guys think about it, what movie she is having us do today, it's called Signs. By M. Night Shyamalan. That's what she said. No, it's called M. Night Shyamalan, but she says
Shyamalan. It feels funny to say it. Shyamalan. Okay, now, Mel Gibson is in this.
Jaquan Phoenix.
And Jaquan Phoenix. Jaquan Phoenix. And then also Macaulay Culkin's little brother's in this movie.
Kieran Culkin.
Kieran? Yeah, the Culkin. Yeah. You know the one went, ah!
No, that's Macaulay.
I know. It's his brother.
Yep.
Stay with the program.
Yeah,
I think the tinfoil hats are
really not letting things get to our brains.
Yeah, they're interfering with your brain. Okay, so we are on number 12, and this is to help celebrate Neva's 100 Days of Halloween at Manic Mama Musing for her Podiversary. So it's a 100-day countdown, and then it goes to her Podiversary. So this is how she wants to celebrate it. So everybody's doing something different. They're either making a craft or they're doing something. I'm making granny squares. And yes, they're fluorescent. So I will have 100 granny squares by the time I'm done. And this one is Signs.
The alien.
It's the alien. And see, you have to wear the tinfoil hat to keep them from getting in your brain.
Yep.
Now, if you have not seen
this,
but
you should wear an underwear one too, so you don't get probed.
Okay, you're going way too far on that one. Why would you say that? There is no probing. There is no probing in this movie. Don't listen. Why would you?
Maybe that's what they were always afraid about. For all you know,
I think you really need a nap.
No, maybe they were so afraid about that's what they were afraid about.
Don't pay any attention to him. He's goofy. Okay. And yes, I'm sorry that we're a little late. I've been a little under the weather, but I'm feeling a little better. But I've been falling asleep really fast. Even though it's only for an hour or two, but I'm still sleeping a little bit. Okay, so about the movie Signs. If you have not seen it and you would like to see it, I am going to tell you all about it. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Now, honestly, I like M. Night Shyamalan's movies, but Signs is not one of my favorite ones. But it's not bad. But
I love it.
Yeah, so
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not like a horror movie, but it's like a thriller horror kind of thing. And it makes you wonder, are they really out there? Could they be? I don't know. Maybe. They could be. Right?
Yeah. Who knows who's out there, you know?
We could be just the little people out there. Okay, so anyway. So, we're at a farmhouse surrounded by cornfields. And it is Mel Gibson, his wife, his brother lives over the garage, and then they have 2 kids. So, he is not just the father, he is a father. He is the preacher of the town. And one day he's coming home from church. He sees the cops stop him. They tell him that you need to come here because your wife has been in an accident. So,
dun, 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 dun.
That's right. And this little guy that was driving, he's never fallen asleep before. He fell asleep at the wheel, hit her, and crushed her into a tree. So the only thing that's keeping her alive right now is her being crushed to the tree. Because if they remove it, it's just going to go right to her brain and kill her. Right now, her brain's still active. She can't see, but she can hear and talk. And that's until her brain catches up with her body and everything stops. So, the father, Mel Gibson, gave up being a preacher because he said he was mad that his wife died. But before
So
she
he
died,
was kind of losing faith.
yes. So before she died, they had him come over so he could say goodbye to her while she was still able to talk. She couldn't see him, but she heard him, and she told him how much she loved him, told him to tell her little girl to be anything she wanted to be, and to tell the little boy it's okay to have fun and play, and tell his brother to just swing away, because he was a baseball player. So he told him, always tell him swing away. And then he said, and my husband, because at that point she forgot who she's talking to, she said, tell him to believe and listen. And then she dies. And then they go back to the house. Now the brother's helping out with watching the kids and stuff, and he's in there, and all of a sudden their crops have those crop circles in it. But not one corn is broken. They're just all laid flat. And they had 2 dogs, and the dogs went crazy. So the first one went to attack the little girl. They don't show it, thank God. They don't show it, so I'm good. But he was flipping hamburgers on the grill, the little boy, while the dad was showing the cop the field. And he was thinking it's the 2 troublemakers in the town that's doing it. But it's not. No. Right?
I think it might be the little green people.
Yeah, that I made. See? Little green people. They look like this, and they walk by, and then they're like this.
You don't never even see them. They're like blurs. Peekaboo.
But they're big, tall, with big, long fingers and everything. And so he gave up that, and the dog, they were barbecuing. He was showing the cop the field, and the cop kept calling him father, and he said, please don't call me father. I'm not father anymore. So as they do that, they hear the little girl start screaming. They run out of the cornfield back to their yard, and the dog is dead, stuck with the fork that they used to turn the steaks with, because the dog went crazy and tried to attack the little girl. And he tried to stop him, and he fell on the fork. So he's gone. Now they're down to 1 dog. So I will keep continuing. Now, as it's going on, the news is going, and they're talking about this and talking about that. They're talking in Mexico about how they got aliens and these creatures, and they were talking about they were having a little birthday party. And then, what do they see? The kids are screaming something in Spanish, and I forgot. I forgot what they said, but they panned out the window, and you just see the alien sneaking by that fast. And then they're like, oh!
Like that.
Just like that. So, anyway, so now they're starting to believe there really are aliens. And he goes over to the guy that hid his wife and was going to talk to him. And he said, he was sitting in his car, and he said, don't go inside. I have one trapped in the pantry. He goes, I'm going by the water. I don't think they like water much. Well, he goes in there, and he looks under the thing, and he can see shadows across the bottom of the door. And so he had a big butcher knife in his hand, and he's looking down there, and then all of a sudden, fingers come out at him, and he goes, whack, and he cuts off 3 fingers, like that. Remember that part?
Mm-hmm.
It was good. And they went, oh, like this.
That's exactly how it sounded, too.
It did.
Yeah.
And then, so then he goes home. He freaks out. He goes home. He leaves that one locked in there. He goes home, and the little girl has got glasses of water all over the house. And she goes, I need a glass of water. And he goes, what's wrong with this one? It has air in it. What's wrong with this one? It has his amoebas in it. What's wrong with that? It has dust in it. So there's glasses sitting everywhere. And after they see the video with the kids with it that are having a little party in Mexico, and they see the guy, they're all sitting on the couch with tinfoil hats on to keep them from getting into their brain. And so they have a baby monitor, and it's picking up signals of them going.
They're talking to each other.
Yes. And he picked up the signal. So, what do? They barricade themselves in the basement. I'm skipping over a lot, so if you watch it, you can not know those parts. And they're in the basement, and then one of them, in the basement is an old coal chute. And they feel air, and they look, and they got the flashlights, and they're looking. They found the chute, and the little boy's sitting in front of it, and arms come out and grab him like this. And then they start beating him up. They get the kid away, but now he's having an asthma attack. And he doesn't have an inhaler because he left it upstairs. Duh. So anyway, it goes on from there. They're attacking the house, blah, blah, blah. The next day, they get out. They go upstairs, and little patterns of like moons and stars and all this is all through the wood that they barricaded their house with. And then the little girls had the TV in the closet so it didn't scare the kids, and the brother was watching it.
I think that was their way of trying to talk to them.
Yeah. Well, she said everybody's doing this on TV. That they found a way to kill these aliens. Because these aliens are not here for fun. They are here to kill. So, then, he's looking, he's got the little boy on the couch, gave him his brain treatment, he's going to move the TV from the closet back into the living room, and then it goes. And as he does it, in the reflection of the TV, he sees the alien. And guess what? It's the one with the cut the fingers off. He got out. So, he's got the little boy like this, and he's got his hand like this, and there's this little thing that shoots out and puts poisonous gas down in their face. So he did that. And he looks over and he tells his brother, he goes, Merle, swing away. What?
Swing away.
Swing away. So what does he do? He gets his baseball bat that was up on a plaque for hitting the farthest ball, and he just starts swinging. Well, then the thing, he hit the glasses of water, and it burned him, and he's like, ah, like this. More like that, right?
It's like the aliens were like demons, and they were getting blessed because of the holy water. Yep.
Not holy water.
It was kind of like that.
No, they were afraid of water. Water burned them.
Yeah.
They're the program.
Because he was the father, and he was.
The water was not blessed. He didn't bless the water. It came out of the tap. Anyway, so he sees that the water is burning this thing. He gets it down with the bat, knocks off all the water, burns his whole face off, kills him. He drops the bat, and it's in 2 pieces. Then Mel Gibson's outside with the little boy, and he gives him a shot of that. What is that shot? Epinephrine.
Yeah.
Epinephrine, and he goes,
an EpiPen.
He goes, his breathing was closed, his lungs were closed, and he goes, BAM! And he shams that shot in the lung. Why? I don't know. I don't think they need put that much power, but they do. Anyway,
it has to go through the ribcage.
No, they did it in the leg.
Oh.
They shoot him in the leg.
Oh, yeah.
But they wham it so hard, it's like, really? No. So anyway, the little boy comes back. And they're all like, oh. And then it pans to the next screen. Mel Gibson's back being a father. Because he believed everything. What his wife said, all the stuff that the daughter's leaving water all over the place, the little boy's lungs was closed. That was the reason why he had asthma. Then he never had it again. Is what my take of it is. They don't
Everybody's
say
got
that.
their own takes on M. Night Shyamalan's movies. But quick fact is, he always makes an appearance in every one of his movies.
Where was he in that one?
I don't remember, but he makes an appearance in all of his movies.
Was he the one that hit the girl?
He's an Indian guy, so
Yeah, so it's probably the guy that hit the girl.
could be. I'm not positive.
We'll have to watch it again to make sure. Because you weren't paying attention. Because he keeps falling asleep on everything.
Nah.
Okay, we're going to let you go on this one. Hugs and puppy kisses, prayers if you need them, and please remember.
Adopt, don't shop.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Right.